Earlier this week, the city of Palm Springs ordered all restaurants and bars to close at 11 p.m. and the backlash was swift. Now the city has extended the order to midnight. But business owners say this is just another example of the headaches they're dealing with during the pandemic. I spoke today with the owner of Zin American Bistro and Revel Public House, Mindy Reed. Mindy, it's good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Earlier this week, the city of Palm Springs ordered that all dining and drinking establishments close at 11 p.m. A lot of business owners, yourself included, spoke out about that. Now it's been revised that dining and drinking establishments can close at midnight. Your thoughts?
One important detail in that, when it says close at 11 and close at 12, what the requirement really was for us to have every guest out of our establishment at that time. So, for us, that was to have everyone out by 11. That was in reality closing us at 9:30. A lot of places, Farm, for instance, they do a 5-course dinner. You can't eat that in an hour. It takes time to have 5 courses. And, so in reality, what it did was close us to not be able to take any new customers after 9:30 or 10. So changing it to midnight changes that to 10:30 or 11, which makes a huge difference.
Had anyone from the city consulted with the business owners ahead of time, or did this take all of you by surprise?
It took me by surprise. I found out on Facebook. I think that I did go back and watch the city council meeting. It seems like it was kind of pushed by a few people as an emergency ordinance, and they put it on David Reddy to make that decision without consulting anyone. It was kind of a little hard push, I think, to do that by some people. Some people thought that they should take a little bit more time, and some people felt that it was an emergency, from what I saw. And so, no, as far as I know, they didn't consult anybody. It just came out.
Obviously, the people pushing this did so because they believe this will help curb the spread of coronavirus, since late at night, less people are likely to eat full meals, and that this would just prevent people from gathering in large groups. Your response?
What's late at night? I serve a lot of full meals after 10 o'clock, after 11 o'clock. I've always been a late night dining place, and people do eat that late.
And a lot of people tend to eat later during the summer because it's so hot.
And they can only eat outside. So, we're getting I do probably, $2,000 on the weekend after 10 o'clock at night. So, that's a $8,000 hit plus a month, and I'm not the only one. So, that's taking a lot of our money for no reason. I think people are scared and people are nervous, and we have to figure out a way to live with this. It's not going away. And closing places down is not going to be the option. There are ways to have legitimate small businesses, small restaurants, doing it right, but they need to stay open, because otherwise we're not going to make it.
Yeah, the last time I spoke with you, you laid out all of the things that your business is doing right now to protect both customers and staff. And you are going the extra mile to make sure everyone stays safe. So is it discouraging for you then when the city comes in and does this sort of blanket rule affecting all businesses and when they can close?
Yeah, it was very discouraging. It's also encouraging that they heard us and that they changed it.
Aside from business owners, what is the mood like for patrons who are going into your restaurant?
We have 3 kinds of people that are coming in. We have people that are wonderful, that are appreciative, that wear their mask and are very kind and thoughtful. We have people that are completely rude and don't want to wear their mask. And then we have people that are running around looking for us to be an inch off, literally, from it being 6 feet from table to table. Maybe somebody moves their chair and then somebody walks by and now that person is 5 inches too close to the other person, and then they call code on us. So there's those 3 types of people, honestly, that are going out, and it's very frustrating. For instance, for me, last Saturday, I actually had one customer come in who spit on their table because they didn't want to wear their mask. I had another customer, another guest, come in, stand at the, stand in line at the host stand, would not back away from the host stand, would not put a mask on. He was asked multiple times, very nicely by me, to put his mask on. He ended up leaving using a bunch of expletives, wanted to talk to the manager. I told him I was the owner. He then called and wanted to talk to the manager. And again, I told him that I was the owner, and he called me a racist. He said I didn't want to serve him because he was brown. And nothing could be farther from the truth. And then they go online and they put Yelp reviews about us, and so now I've got these Yelp reviews that say that I'm a racist and I won't serve people because they're brown. And it's very disheartening. It's really, really difficult.
So I was going to ask if things had improved since the last time we spoke, but it sounds like they've actually gotten worse.
It's the percentage of people that are wearing masks is better. There's still that hardcore group of people who either want to be contentious or want to turn it still into politics.
I can't imagine what it must be like to be in your shoes right now, dealing with so many different opinions on a daily basis.
It's tough. It is really hard, and that's probably one reason why I did react strongly. When the ordinance, this new thing came out, and we weren't consulted or given any warning or even a phone call or anything or an email to say, hey, this is coming out. I don't want you to be surprised. We want to help. All of our businesses want to help, and we understand that the police department is overwhelmed. This can't all continue to be on the police department to do code enforcement. It's just too much.
Mindy, it's so good to see you again. Thanks for joining us, and good luck with everything.
Thank you very much. And again, I do want to just again say thank you to David Reddy and for quickly changing that. We all really appreciate it.